How's it? Today is Friday, July 10th. Just got another big Friday coming at you with some deadlifts. Very similar to all the other Fridays. This week was a little bit different, however. So earlier in the week, I did really light hang snatch doubles. And then on Wednesday, I did power clean plus hang power clean. Also very light. So this today was actually just kind of move through powers today. So today was just kind of go up to a moderate weight for the power snatch singles, and then similar thing for the power clean and jerk. And so today I decided to go up to 185 for the power snatch, and then 225 for the power clean and jerk. The whole goal today was to save some energy for the deadlifts, because this deadlift session would be the heaviest I did, and maybe it's going to be the last one I do with the bands, so that's something noteworthy as far as progression goes. So a lot of these warm-up sets are really nice, really easy, really smooth until this next one. 175 was like a power-ish. I almost missed, so I had to kind of dip into that squat. And then after that, all of these at 185 were questionable. Yeah, very, very, very close. Except this next one. This next one, I didn't have the video for some reason. This one was the highest one for sure. Really nice on the catch there. And then this one is actually pretty okay too. I did take a step forward, but real close again. So I don't really know where the cutoff is for the power snatch anymore. I had the intent to power, but I guess I just didn't get it high enough, or my body wasn't correctly positioned. I didn't feel particularly snappy. I didn't feel particularly strong either, but I definitely didn't feel as weak as I have in the past. So after that, I moved into the hang power clean, the power clean plus the jerk. So I did 185 for the power snatch. I did it 5 times. And then I decided to just do the 225 for the power clean and jerk just 3 times, just so that I didn't really burn out on my energy usage. All of the reps for the power cleans are very, very easy. I'm not actually sure how much I can power clean if I went up to a max. I'd imagine it's probably around 260, 255 maybe. I think the heaviest I power cleaned in this whole cycle was 240 on accident. And that wasn't with a belt or anything, and I kind of just did it and was like, oh, okay, I definitely misloaded that. So here's my last warm-up set. I was trying my best to keep that tempo for the dip and drive really consistent. I definitely think I could be better with it. But again, these are all pretty easy. I don't have to think too hard about what I'm doing, which could be a good or a bad sign. I think I do need to focus even on the easier reps, just because I want to be more consistent and I want to be a better lifter overall. So all that said is, here's my last one. Yeah, it was probably the best jerk I did all day. And then I moved into the sumo deadlifts. So I was toying with this kind of a little bit more than I did last week. Last week was 335 as a max set, and it was arguably the worst deadlifts I've ever done. I was not happy at all with how they were looking. But today, I kind of figured something out as I was warming up. So you can see here that I'm getting into position to push with my legs, and then my lower back kind of corrects into where it thinks it needs to be to pull. but I'm trying my best to maintain that lower back curvature so that I can push through my legs. There, at 275, that was one of the better ones I did all day, I believe. There we go. That's another one. And then I take one more warm-up set before I hit 345, which again was the heaviest I've done in this cycle. That wasn't as good as the 275 as far as starting position and using my quads. So here's my top set of 5. These don't look as good as I wanted them to, but they do look much better than last week at 335. So being 10 pounds heavier and looking positionally a little bit better, that's a win for me. I was trying my best not to get curled over like that, but I think in the heat of the moment, it's kind of difficult to say the least to think about that and to think about getting technique correct when I am struggling picking it up. That was my final rep there. And then I work into 315 for sets of 4 as my down sets. These are a lot better than the top set for sure. Working on speed a lot more and working on that pushing from the ground instead of pulling from the ground. And what that usually looks like is my shoulders being further over the bar with my lower back having my lower back being extended. So if I can't maintain that extension through my lower back, then I'm going to end up being pulling through my hips. So when I look at the 3/4 angle, it looks like I'm executing pretty well. But once I look at the side angle, it's evident that I do have a forward curvature of my spine. And I'm not sure if that's like a negligible amount considering what it looks like for the 3/4 angle. But if I just put my hand in front of the side angle, then it looks like I'm doing all right. And here's my final set here. So yeah, moving forward, I am fairly certain that this is my last day of banded sumo lifts, but that remains to be seen. I will not miss them for sure. I do think that the starting position will still look just as bad. It's just that pulling through the top range of motion will be significantly easier. And with that, I move off of the barbell and finish up with 2 accessories, just 3 sets of 10 of pull-ups. Pretty strict, as little swinging as possible. And then after that, I do my back extensions. The 2 exercises that I think have helped me the most, the pull-up and the back extension. So I'm glad I was able to do them on today. Just 3 sets of 15 for the back extension, just like normal. That accumulates about 90 reps per week if I do this twice a week, which I have been doing for twice a week. So I feel very fortunate, again, that I'm able to do this. But yeah, that would take it to the end of today's workout. Pretty simple, but pretty long. Yeah, thank you for watching. Shoots.